Hi, Michael. I hate that we have to communicate this way, but I do want to take a few minutes and recognize and thank you for your outstanding contributions to the Prairie Ridge Track Program over your career. As you know, Coach Shutt has a tradition of honoring the senior athletes just after the sectional track meet. What you might not be aware of is my practice of meeting with the senior athletes that I primarily coach. I do that the week of the sectional track meet, and I much rather be doing this face to face, but this is really the best that we can do under these conditions. And the coaching staff, we are doing videos for all the senior athletes, but this one for me is going to be the most difficult because I do know how disappointed you are in not being able to compete this season. You've put so much effort into track and field, and I share in that disappointment with you and your family. There are no guarantees in sports, but I'm pretty certain that your senior season would have concluded with a trip to the state meet and probably multiple events. And I really would have liked for you to have that opportunity, and I would have really enjoyed watching you compete. You've really earned everything that you've achieved in track and field. Early on in your career, you set high goals and you worked hard to achieve those goals. You worked hard in the off season on your strength, your speed, your conditioning. You went to multiple camps to work on your technique and perfect that. During practice, your practice habits were outstanding. You made every repetition count. You worked hard on the smallest of items, the smallest of techniques to refine it, to make you the best you could be in track and field. This season, you really stepped up as a team leader for us. You led our practices. You showed the younger athletes the right way to do things, and as a coaching staff, we really appreciate that. I hope one day when you look back on your experiences at Prairie Ridge Track and Field, all in all, those will be positive experiences. I mean, you've made lasting friendships with your teammates, with your coaches. You competed at the highest level, and you finished your career with 2 school records. Hopefully in the near future, we can meet face to face. I'd like nothing more than to spend a few minutes with you, maybe on the track at Prairie Ridge. I am interested in whatever your next steps are. I imagine and I trust track will be part of that. But again, I just really want to thank you for all that you've accomplished at Prairie Ridge and the contributions, the positive contributions you made to our program. Again, I look forward to whatever your next steps are. I know you'll be successful, and I wish you nothing but the best in the future. Thank you.
Hey Ash, congratulations on a successful track career at Prairie Ridge High School. We were so lucky to have you for 4 years. The growth that you made over the years was really super impressive to me. Your dedication, especially this year, after qualifying for indoor state last year, was unparalleled. I was super impressed with all that you were doing, and every time I saw you in the hallway, you being super excited about track season. It unfortunately ended as we all didn't want it to, but I know you've got great things ahead of you, and thanks again for being such a great part of Prairie Ridge Track and Field.
Hey Ash, I wish we were talking face to face, celebrating following a sectional meet, but unfortunately we'll do this virtually via video. I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank you for really centering some of your identity around Prairie Ridge Track and Field and your high goals, both as a hurdler and as a leader of our team this year. It was great to see you grow, watch Coach Prochnow work with you on a daily basis, to really see track and field turn into something you love, and I think probably one of your highlights in high school. You were off to a great start this year and doing an exceptional job of being a team leader and showing what it is to be excited about the sport of track and field. You showed great commitment to working in the off season to make yourself the best athlete possible in order to get the most returns on your efforts during this year. And that's something that goes well beyond track and field. That's the skill of being able to establish a goal, set yourself action steps, and then put all your heart and soul into something and work towards it. even though this season is an obvious disappointment, you've shown the skill, the perseverance, the work ethic, the goal-oriented nature that's going to serve you very well in life. So I hope that this time is fleeting, and that you're able to find new goals in the near future, and I'd love to hear how those are going. But for now, I'm just grateful of the opportunity to have you as a very important part of our program for 4 years. Thankful that you had such great relationships develop, and then you grew so much as a person through track and field. Track is some about the speed and the distance, but it's a lot about how you can use it to grow as a man, and you did that exceptionally well. And we really appreciate everything you did for our program, leading by example and leading by competitiveness. So I know Coach Brock now has similar sentiments about how enjoyable it was to watch you work so hard for your goals. So I just want to say thanks. We want to follow up and hear how you're doing in the near future. It's unfortunate that it had to end this way, but I want you to hear me that I enjoyed our time together. You were a joy to coach, and I wish you all the best luck in the future. Thanks.